Hi, who wants to read a book? Who likes giraffes? Oh, me. I like giraffes. I love giraffes. They're so tall and their necks are so long and they kind of have a purple tongue. Have you ever fed a giraffe at the zoo? They have purple tongues. They're funny looking, but I like them. I hope you do too because today's book is about a giraffe. It's about a giraffe that can't dance. Can you dance? Let me see you dance. Let me see it. Come on. Give me a little dance. See, we can dance. Good job, by the way. Giraffes can't dance. So that's today's book, Giraffes Can't Dance. Gerald was a tall giraffe whose neck was long and slim, but his knees were awfully crooked and his legs were rather thin. Do you see his legs? They're pretty thin, aren't they? He was very good at standing still and munching shoots off trees. Because he's so tall, he can reach those trees, can't he? But when he tried to run around, he buckled at the knees. Now, every year in Africa, they hold the jungle dance, where every single animal turns up to skip and prance. And this year when the day arrived, poor Gerald felt so sad because when it came to dancing, he was really very bad. Do you see all the animals? They're going to dance and skip and prance. And poor Gerald, he's sad because he can't dance. The warthogs started waltzing. Do you see the warthogs up here? They started waltzing. And the rhinos rock and rolled. The lions danced a tango that was elegant and bold. Do you see the lions? The chimps all did a cha-cha with a very Latin feel, and 8 baboons then teamed up for a splendid Scottish reel. Let me read that again. The chimps all did a cha-cha with a very Latin feel, and 8 baboons then teamed up for a splendid Scottish reel. Do you see the chimpanzees? And you see the baboons? They're all dancing, aren't they? Gerald swallowed bravely as he walked toward the floor, but the lions saw him coming and they soon began to roar. Hey, look at clumsy Gerald, the animals all sneered. Giraffes can't dance, you silly fool. Oh, Gerald, you're so weird. Wasn't very nice, was it? Gerald simply froze up. He was rooted to the spot. They're right, he thought, I'm useless. Oh, I feel like such a clot. Poor Gerald. I feel sorry for Gerald. So he crept off the dance floor and he started walking home. He'd never felt so sad before. So sad and so alone. Then he found a little clearing and he looked up at the sky. The moon can be so beautiful, he whispered with a sigh. Excuse me, coughed a cricket who'd seen Gerald earlier on, but sometimes when you're different, you just need a different song. Do you see the moon? See how pretty it is? Can anybody find the cricket? Do you see the cricket? The cricket is right there. Listen to the swaying grass and listen to the trees. To me, the sweetest music is those branches in the breeze. So imagine that the lovely moon is playing just for you. Everything makes music if you really want it to. With that, the cricket smiled and picked up his violin. Then Gerald felt his body do the most amazing thing. His hoofs had started shuffling, making circles on the ground. His neck was gently swaying, and his tail was swishing round. So do you see the cricket with the violin here? And what's on these leaves? What's on that leaf? It's ants, isn't it? Okay. Or no, I'm sorry. It might be, I think it's ants. And do you see the bugs down here? So there's Gerald, and he's learning to dance. He threw his legs out sideways and he swung them everywhere. Then he did a backward somersault and leapt up in the air. Oh my goodness, Gerald is dancing. Yay! Do you think Gerald's going to be happy now? I do. Gerald felt so wonderful. His mouth was open wide. I'm dancing. Yes, I'm dancing. I am dancing, Gerald cried. He's so happy, isn't he, boys and girls? He's dancing. Then one by one, each animal who'd been there at the dance arrived while Gerald boogied on and watched him, quite entranced. They shouted, "It's a miracle! We must be in a dream! Gerald's the best dancer that we've ever seen!" Oh, he's really moving there, isn't he? How did you learn to dance like that? Please, Gerald, tell us how. But Gerald simply twirled around and finished with a bow. Then he raised his head and looked up at the moon and stars above. "We all can dance," he said, "when we find music that we love." Did you like that book? I thought that was a nice book. I like books that have a happy ending. I'm so happy Gerald learned to dance because now he's happy. Okay, until next time, boys and girls. Bye-bye.